Live from Oak Ridge, Oregon, it's the Spotlight Project presents. Musical guest, Broken Horn. Pulitzer Prize-winning writer, Doug Bates. Community Corner with Catrina Davis. Our new segment, Mountain Kids Minute. And a trip back to the golden age of radio with the Zero Clearance Theater Company. Please welcome your host, the multi-talented Becky Chamberlain.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Spotlight Project Presents. Tonight, I am very excited to be joined, later in the show, by several old friends from the Zero Clearance Theater Company, as well as our musical guest, Broken Horn, Community Corner with Catrina Davis, and the very popular segment, Magic Hands. Not to mention, we have a special guest tonight, Doug Bates, who is a Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist. Here at the Spotlight Project Presents, we strive to bring the very best our community has to offer. That is why I am so proud to introduce the newest addition to the Spotlight Project family, a very new segment with Averi and Chelsi Rhule, the Mountain Kids Minute.
Yo, 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 what's up to Oak Ridge and West Fur, my peeps?
No, not cool.
Well, believe it or not, I used to be cool.
It's okay.
Hello, and welcome to the very first Mountain Kids Minute! I am Chelsi Rhule, and this is my daughter Averi. We are native to Oak Ridge, born and raised! And we thought we'd create a segment where we introduce you to all the really amazing, talented, cool kids from right here in our hometown.
Let's go to the park and meet some really talented sisters, Allie and Chloe. Hey, we're here at Green Waters Park. What's your name? Allie. I hear you just moved to Oak Ridge. How do you like it so far? I love it. So I hear you're gonna hula hoop for us. How long do you think you can hula hoop for? A long time. All right, take it away. I'm Averi Rhule, and this was Mountain Kids Minute. I got you!
I want to extend a very special thank you to Averi and Chelsi Rhule. Be sure to watch future broadcasts of the Spotlight Project Presents to catch new episodes of the Mountain Kids Minute. I am very excited to introduce tonight's first guest. He is a self-taught musician who plays a variety of rock, country, and musical ballads. Throughout the 80s, he backed up bands such as the Coasters, Shirelles, Drifters, and Joe Houston. Originally from Long Beach, California, he now calls Oak Ridge his home, along with his devoted companion, Lucy, the Chihuahua. Please give a warm, very warm welcome to Broken Horn.
Oh, the night I saw you standing there, and I like the way you comb your hair. Now I'm waiting at the corner, standing in the rain. the time I would always call your name. I love you, baby. I love you, baby. All the time I try to make it right, but you never seem to be out of sight. Now I'm waiting at the corner, standing in the rain. All the time I would always call your name. I love you, baby. I love you, baby. All along I had my eye on you, and you know that there's nothing I can do. I love you, baby. I love you, baby. All the same, I try to make you mine, but you never seem to have the time. Now I'm waiting at the corner, standing in the rain. All the time I would always call your name. I love you, baby. I love you, baby. I love you, baby. Thank you. Thank you. I am Broken Horn. I'm going to play all original songs. I hope you like it. I'm really scared up here, but what can I say? Excuse me. Here's a nice little number I hope you like. Reason why you made me say goodbye. I tried so hard to please your prowling eyes. 1 and 1 is 2, and 2 and 1 is 3. Don't give me one to play, they don't make sense to me. I cried on my knees over you, and now that I'm free, all is new, all is new. I cried on my knees over you, and now that I'm free, all is new, all is new. You had me in your hand, your wish was my command, but it's time to say goodbye to your prowling eyes. It's time to say goodbye to your prowling eyes. It's time to say goodbye to your your prowling eyes. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, this is really nerve-wracking, but here's kind of a slow tune. It's not very long, but I wrote this a long time ago. I think I was hit on the head when I wrote this one. Don't let me go on loving you. Don't try and hold me in my shoe. Just relax and let it flow. Go with the feeling in your soul. I gotta make up my mind. I'm going up and going down. Sometimes I feel just like a clown. Just relax and let it flow. Go with the feeling in your soul. I gotta make up my mind. I guess that's all I got to say. We live our lives from day to day. We laugh, we sing, sometimes we cry. One day I'll have to say goodbye. I guess that's all I've got to say. We live our lives from day to day. We laugh, we sing, sometimes we cry. One day I'll have to say goodbye. Thank you. This is going to be the last song. I'm supposed to say that. Here's a tune I call I Told You Once. All the time I was worrying to what to think of that dream, and now I'm haunted by the memory of that scene. I'd have to say I couldn't take a chance to let it bother me. I couldn't stand another circumstance, can't you see? Told you once, told you twice, have to make up some time. Now confess that there's nothing I'll let no logic in the words you say. I've heard it all before. Just look around, can't you see I don't need you no more? I'd have to say that it's up to me to make it go away. Lay down your arms and please surrender to me. Told you once, told you twice, have to make up some time. Now confess that there's nothing to hide. Oh, there's a logic in the words you say. I've heard it all before. Just look around, can you see I don't need you no more? I'd have to say that it's up to me to make it go away. Lay down your arms and please surrender to me. Told you once, told you twice, have to make up some time. Now confess that there's nothing to hide.
Let's give another round of applause to Broken Horn. I am very excited to introduce and bring back, by popular demand, Magic Hands. I would like to introduce our next guest. He is the editor of the 58 Herald, which is a new online production, or a new online newspaper in Oak Ridge, Oregon. He's a Pulitzer Prize winner in journalism. He's a recorded musician and a published author. So I would love to give a very warm welcome to Doug Bates. Hi, Doug.
Hi, Becky.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's a joy to be here.
It's a pleasure to have you. So, we have a lot of ground to cover in a very short amount of time, but I would really like to start with your most recent endeavor, the 58 Herald. Can you share with us how this project began, your vision for it, things like that?
The Herald is a product of the news vacuum in our community. I retired to Oak Ridge, where I grew up 12 years ago. Stayed the heck away from journalism for a good decade. And then the Eugene paper quit covering the news here, and the Eugene television stations quit covering any news here. And then the local newspaper, the Dead Mountain Echo, went away. And I had a mental breakdown and couldn't take it anymore and started the Highway 58 Herald. That's the story in short.
Got it. Well, it's great. I think it's been a very wonderful addition to our community, and it's something that is very much needed in our community. So we greatly appreciate that.
Thank you.
Now, I understand in 2006, is that correct? You won a Pulitzer Prize in journalism for your editorial writing.
I and my colleague Rick Addig at the Oregonian did win the prize for editorial writing that year. Yes.
What was that like for you?
Well, you know, I mean, for any journalist, that's the highest honor in America that you can receive. So it was a crowning achievement, but I'd rather talk about the work than about the honors. As a result of the work, the state legislature invested over $100 million in fixing up the abusive problems at the Oregon Mental Hospital, and that is what, to me, the reward was.
And so that was what the editorial
was
about?
It was about abusive conditions at the Oregon State Hospital. I don't know how many of your viewers have seen the movie One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, but there's a reason it was filmed at the Oregon State Hospital. The place then, at that time, was a fright house, a horrible place to warehouse the mentally ill. And through a 15-part editorial series, we exposed that. And a result of our exposure, the legislature acted on it. And that, to me, was the reward.
That is the biggest reward.
Absolutely.
I would have to agree with you.
Thank you.
Okay, so maybe on a lighter note.
Lighten it up.
You're an author.
I am.
And your book is called The Gift Children?
Well, one of them is a family memoir called Gift Children. Probably not a great title. It's about our family's experience adopting across racial lines. And it's not about gifted children, it's about gift children. In the Old South, gift children was a term used mostly among African Americans, the generous act of giving a child to another family who could care for the child better, and that's where the title came, Gift Children.
Right. Well, that's beautiful. And so that is a memoir.
It's a family memoir, yes.
Nice. And so you said that's one of your published.
Well, this is a great irony in my life. 15 years before my colleague Rick Agnew and I were honored with the Pulitzer, I wrote a book called The Pulitzer Prize, which was an inside story of how they award the prize and the history of the prizes.
Oh, I see.
Never really expecting that 15 years after the book came out, there I would be.
Well, that's how life happens, doesn't it?
Life is a long and twisting road.
Mm-hmm. So, lastly, you are a recorded musician. You have a record? I think we actually have a clip or something where we can play a little soundbite of this. So what year was this recorded?
1964.
And you were the Exterminators, is that right?
You know, yes.
Okay.
Oregon had, believe it or not, we started the band in 1963 before the Beatles, just before the Beatles hit it big, and believe it or not, there were no bands in Eugene high schools in those days. Springfield had one.
Oh, I'm shocked.
They had the Chancellors, and they were actually really good. Then the Beatles, we started up, and then the Beatles hit, so we picked the name The Exterminators.
I see now.
How original. And
Very
yes,
clever, yes.
yeah, we made 100 copies. We paid out of our, we had dances at the Union Hall in Oak Ridge.
Oh, okay.
You know where the Dead Mountain Echo used to be? That used to be the Union Hall. And we had dances there every Saturday night for the whole summer of '64. And we took the money we earned and cut this record.
Ah, very
So
nice.
yes, yeah.
And there's some local musicians that are still playing in Oak Ridge. Is Craig Sorseth, as
Craig-
far as I understand?
Craig was our front man. And,
Yeah. He just played this weekend at the distillery.
he did, yeah. Craig is a great musician and a dear friend. And he stayed with the music all his life. You know, I went off and became a newspaper guy. And another member of our band from Oak Ridge went off and became an engineer for the Bonneville Power Administration. But Craig stayed with the music. And
Yeah.
still,
So do you still play?
we have a music studio room in our home, and we have jam sessions there. And once in a while, the Exterminators will get back
Reunite,
together and
yeah.
have a party and a jam. Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Well, Doug, I just have to say, you have a beautifully colorful past, and we thank you so much for being here, and we thank you for what you're doing for Oak Ridge today, and your writing and your effort to keep.
Well, it's a joy to be here, and I just want to say that, you know, the Highway 58 Herald volunteers are much like the volunteers for the Spotlight Project. We'll never make a penny for what we're doing, and don't want to or expect to, but like you, we love our community, and we know that we're doing something it needs.
Yeah, well, that's excellent, and we're so thankful that you do, and we're thankful that they do as well.
Thanks, Becky.
Thank you for being here.
My pleasure.
Well, it is time once again for Community Corner with Catrina Davis.
It's Community Corner with Catrina Davis.
Hello and welcome to Community Corner. I'm Catrina Davis. Today I have the pleasure of talking with Sue Cathcart from the Willamette Mountain Mercantile. Thank you for being here, Sue. I appreciate it.
Oh, it's great to be here. Thanks, Catrina.
So how long has this wonderful place been open?
The bike shop has been open since 2004. And when the owner opened the shop, he was very insistent that this be a resource for the community and also attraction for tourism. And so we have rental bikes and we sell bikes, and then we also have an assortment of camping gear and things that you might use in the forest around that surrounds us. And then also, newest in the shop, we have a book selection.
Yes. So let's talk about that, the Oak Ridge Bookshop.
Yes.
So you can, if you have a book that you want, you can request it from you guys, or you can come and shop your selection.
Yep, absolutely. Oak Ridge Bike Shop has also become Oak Ridge Bookshop. And we have in-house, we have a selection of, we have some cookbooks, we have some guidebooks, and for hiking and for biking, we have some kids books and some fiction, some nonfiction. But if there's something that we don't have that you like, just let us know and we can order it for you.
Great. So come in or call.
Yeah,
Great.
absolutely.
Great. When does the mountain biking season begin here in Oak Ridge?
Gosh, it typically begins Memorial Day weekend and finishes Labor Day weekend. But as cycling has increased in popularity, the season has really grown.
What makes Oak Ridge the mountain biking capital of the Northwest?
Well, the honest truth is that there are hundreds of miles of single track right here. And some of the best riding, you know, people come in all the time and say, oh my gosh, that's the best trail I've ever rode in my life. And so honestly, there is a huge variety, and it spans different elevations. So almost all the time there's something good to ride.
Great. What is your favorite trail to ride?
My favorite trail to ride is seasonal, and it changes all the time. So depending on conditions and the mood, it changes all the time.
I enjoy Middle Fork because you get a little bit of everything, and the scenery is wonderful. And it's not super hard, but it is challenging in some parts.
Yeah, the Middle Fork is a special place, and especially into the evening, the lighting changes. Yes, favorite trail changes also depending on the time of day.
Yes. Who has come the furthest to ride here in Oak Ridge?
Gosh, we have had people from all over. Riders came from Norway last year. We get, a lot of times we'll get people from the East Coast. Most of our riders, come from around, the Western U.S. Yeah, Norway we've had, Australia, New Zealand. We had Russia one time.
Wow. So it's well known. Is this season any different than previous seasons due to the COVID-19?
It has been a little noticeably extra busy. I think mountain biking is a great way to get outside and spend time with friends and breathe the fresh air. And so, yeah, people are chomping at the bit to get outside, and this is a little bit of a gateway, for sure.
How long have you worked here at the shop?
I've been here for 6 years. Great. Yeah, and I'm a lucky girl. I love being here. Yeah.
Awesome. And what other hobbies do you partake in besides mountain biking?
In addition to mountain biking, I love practicing yoga and qigong, and I teach a qigong class, which is a little bit like yoga and a little bit like tai chi. But we meet Thursdays at Green Waters Park at 5:30, and
how much is it?
It's a sliding scale of $10 to $14 a class, and we practice right by the covered picnic area on the east end of the park.
Wonderful. Awesome. Well, that is about all I have for you. So stop by the Willamette Mercantile and get your bike rental, a map, clothes, whatever you need for your next outdoor adventure. I'm Catrina Davis, and this is Community Corner.
Mentioned at the top of the show, tonight is a reunion of sorts for me with several members of the Zero Clearance Theater Company. Over the years, I've had the utmost pleasure being a member of Zero Clearance Theater, not only as an actress, director, but as a board member. And tonight, I am very excited to see some old friends back together again as they put on the old-time radio show, Fibber McGee and Molly.
The Johnson Wax Program with Fibber McGee and Molly. The makers of Johnson Wax and Johnson Self-Polishing Glow Coat present Fibber McGee and Molly. And once again, it's Fibber McGee and Molly time. Fibber McGee and Molly, the dramatic story of a woman with her faith in a man and a man with his faith in a newspaper. Will something exciting, unusual, or momentous take place in the little frame house at 79 Wistful Vista tonight? Or is that expecting too much? Yes, I guess it's expecting too much. Anyway, here they are, Fibber McGee and Molly.
Anything interesting in the paper, dearie?
Well, here's an interesting article in Crop Services, Molly.
You don't say.
Yeah. Now, take corn, for instance.
Certainly. We can take it, and we can dish it out.
Hey, I'm serious. This writer says if conditions keep up, the small farmer will be completely annihilated. What's annihilated?
Why, that means, when the farmer, now, for instance...
Where's the dictionary?
It's probably in the closet with the rest of your stuff. Give me a key and I'll get it for you.
Oh, no, you don't. You lay that stuff in the closet. I've got all my stuff arranged in there just the way I want it.
Now, don't be silly. Give me the key.
Well, okay. Let me see. Which one of these is the one?
Heavenly days, McGee. Why do you carry all these keys? Does it make you feel important or something?
What do you mean important? Every one of these keys is necessary.
What's that little key there for?
Oh, that's a padlock key.
What padlock?
Well, for the backyard gate we used to have in Peoria.
Now, why are you keeping that for? Are you homesick?
No. But if we ever move back to Peoria, I try to rent the same house, because this key fits a padlock there. You got to think ahead of these things. You see this key here?
Looks like the key to a can of salmon.
Nope. Sardines. I use that to clean my pipe with.
Oh, I see.
Now, let's see. Which one of these keys is the closet door key?
Say, maybe we better see if the closet's locked. Let me take a look.
Oh, it's locked all right. You don't think I'd leave all my personal defects laying around for any prowler to get his hands on?
McGee, it isn't locked. Can you give me a hand with all this stuff that's falling out? Oh! Help, McGee, I'm buried alive. Get this junk off me.
All right. But Dad Rabbit, you might have been more careful.
Quick, help. There's funny little bugs all over me. Brush them off quick.
Oh, calm yourself. Them are my trout flies.
Oh,
Doggone it, Molly. Why'd you have to go and mess up everything?
dear. Oh, dear. Look at all this junk that fell out of that closet.
So don't worry. I'll put it back, Molly.
Oh, no, you won't.
Huh?
We're going to go through that pile of whatnots and throw everything out that we don't need.
Oh, yeah? Well, I've been through this stuff 100 times. There ain't a thing of it I can spare.
Oh, there isn't.
No.
What's this old rusty horseshoe for?
Well, I found that in 1911. So, as soon as I find 3 more, we can pitch horseshoes in the backyard.
I see.
You betcha.
You expect to find 3 more?
Yeah, you betcha.
And you don't think the automobile is here to stay, huh?
It won't be if we don't catch up with the payments.
Hi, mister.
Oh. Hello there, little girl. What you want?
You remember that job you promised me to take care of your baby, only you didn't have one? So I was going to bring my little brother over and take care of him. Remember? Huh? Remember?
Yes, sure, I remember, but...
Well, the deal is off, see?
What you mean the deal is off? In the first place, there wasn't any deal. And in the second place...
My mommy had to take my little brother to the doctor today, so I can't bring him over.
Oh, well, that's too bad. What's the matter with your little brother? Anything serious?
My mommy thinks so.
Oh, she thinks so.
Uh-huh, she thinks so. She thinks he swallowed a dime.
Swallowed a dime. Well, say that is serious.
Oh, no, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Oh, no, it isn't.
Oh, yes, it is.
Oh, he didn't swallow a dime, I betcha.
Huh?
It was only 8 cents.
Only 8 cents. How do you know?
Well, we were playing slot machine, and I fed it to him. What you doing, mister?
We're cleaning out the closet, if you must ask.
I mustn't.
Mustn't what?
No.
No?
Yes.
What? Listen, kid, suppose you go on home and annoy somebody else. Go bother your daddy.
Well, he isn't home. He's working on the senseless.
What?
The senseless. He goes to people's doors and asks them how many people in the family and how old are you and all the stuff like that there, I betcha.
Oh, you mean the census. Shucks, I didn't think a kid your age even knew what a census was.
Well, I do, I betcha.
Yeah?
A census is information, please, on the red, white, and blue network. Da, 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 da. Well, goodbye, mister.
Heavenly days, McGee. Imagine all this stuff falling out of one little closet. How'd you ever get it all in there?
Oh, I don't know. I guess I just inherited a gift for packing. My great aunt Minnie had a great job stuffing pimentos into olives. Oh, hey, look at this, Molly. It's a tabaret I made in manual training. Yeah.
Didn't you ever finish anything? Why, it's only got 3 legs.
They wouldn't let me stay in the 5th grade another year.
Aw, McGee, look. One of our old dance programs from before we were married. I didn't know you were so sentimental, dearie.
Is that a dance program? I was saving on account of that little pencil hanging onto it. You never know when you need a pencil.
Listen to this. Waltz, waltz, turkey trot, waltz, bunny hug, waltz, Tommy trot, waltz.
What, no schottisch?
Grizzly bear, waltz. Oh, you had every dance with me but the last waltz. McGee, who did you dance that one with?
Nobody. We sat that one out in the buggy, remember?
Oh yeah, and we couldn't go back to the dance because you sat on a box of chocolate-covered cherries, spoiled your white pants.
Well, let me see, Molly. Ooh, how about this old photograph album here?
I should say not. That's got all our family pictures in it.
Oh, dear.
Oh, here's one of me and Aunt Ab and Aunt Carrie. They both had big families.
Yeah. How many kids did they have anyway?
10 between them. And Ab 6 and Carrie 4. McGee, now what do you...
Well, hello, folks. I was just going by and I thought, well, what goes on here? Have you been buying out an antique store?
Hi, Ross.
Nah, this is just a lot of McGee's stuff he's been hoarding in the closet, Mr. Spencer.
Isn't it wonderful how much you can pack into so little space? For instance, you only give me about 6 lines to tell how Johnson's Glow Coat saves hours of house cleaning because it beautifies and protects linoleum with absolutely no rubbing or buffing.
Isn't it wonderful?
But in those 6 lines, I think I can get the idea across pretty well that a self-polishing preparation like Glow Coat is the very essence of good housekeeping.
Boy.
It's so easy to use that it's easy to tell about.
Oh.
Isn't it marvelous, folks? That guy has dedicated his whole life to Johnson's Glow Coat.
What do you mean, Fibber?
Ross, they tell me that way back when you were in college, they wanted you to stoke the crew. You said no stoking, no rubbing, no buffing. Even for dear old University of Southwestern Nebraska.
Is that true, Mr. Spencer?
No, I wasn't a crewman. I went out for ROTC.
Reserve Officers Training Corps?
No, revolutionizing old-time cleaning. Well, so long, folks.
Well, we got you there, McGee.
Well, as the golf ball says when it landed 5 feet from the tee, I think I've been topped.
You mean you're gonna keep all this junk? Can't we throw any of it out?
Nope. No, sir. I've got a use for every one of those things.
Now, you don't need this, do ya?
Huh?
Now, what good is one snowshoe?
One what?
Snowshoe.
Is that a snowshoe? Oh, shucks. No wonder Billy Hills beat me so badly playing tennis.
Well, McGee, I've just about exhausted my impatience with you.
Why?
Packing all that useless junk back in that closet. How about these old books?
What old books? Let me see. Oh, them's my correspondence course in taxidermy.
Taxidermy? Why on earth did you want to study taxidermy?
How did I know that it meant stuffing birds and animals? There I was, stuck with a chauffeur's license, a city map, and a pair of putties.
Well, hurry up and put your playthings back in that closet.
Okay.
It looks terrible laying around here on the floor with all that...
Oh, I'll get it. Hello? No, this is the residence. Got the wrong number. Oh, is that you, Mert?
Oh, jeez. Every week the same thing.
How's every little thing, Mert? What's say? Your Uncle Gulliver. Oh, that's too bad, Mert.
Oh, my.
They ain't found the body yet, huh?
Oh, heavenly days, McGee. What happened?
Mert's uncle drove his car up a cliff. Had to walk home. They found the chassis up the tree. They don't know where the body is. What's say, Mert? Oh, that's okay, Mert. Everybody has a wrong number now and then, except Irving Berlin. Well, let's see now.
McGee, why are you saving this long stick of bamboo?
Why, Molly, that's got a very definite purpose. If I was offered a job as a sparring partner for Joe Louis, that's a 10-foot pole I wouldn't touch it with.
Say, do you really think you can get all this stuff back into the closet?
Sure I can. I don't want anybody touching these things either, but me. They're too valuable.
Oh.
I've had it done an hour ago if I hadn't been interfered with.
All right, you do it then. I've got work in the kitchen.
All right, I'll get it. That rabbit, I wish someone would just crawl through the window just for the novelty of it. Come in.
Well, hello there, McGee.
Oh, it's you.
Just thought I'd come in to tell you that, my goodness, what's all this?
There's something out of my closet. I'm straightening it up. Hey, Gildersleeve, put that hatchet down.
I'll do no such thing. That's my Boy Scout hatchet you borrowed last summer.
Dad Rabbit, it ain't nothing of the sort. That's my Boy Scout hatchet.
Ooh.
Look at the insignia on that handle. Owl Patrol.
Well, I belong to the Owl Patrol myself.
Oh, yeah? You and the Owl Patrol. You don't even know what the password is to the Owl Patrol.
Who?
Well, somebody must have told you. Listen here, Gildersleeve, I bet you don't know anything about scouting.
I do too. I was an Eagle Scout with 26 merit badges.
Oh, go on. Can you tie a sheepshank? Can you imitate the mating cry of the chimney swallow? Can you tell which way is north when you're lost in the woods?
Certainly.
How?
I face south and then turn around quick.
Look, Gildersleeve, if you're really a scout, you can do your daily good by scrambling out of here. Let me finish putting this stuff back in my closet.
Well, all right, McGee.
Well,
you're sure that isn't my hatchet?
On my word of honor, as a member of the Owl Patrol, Gildersleeve.
Well, all right, McGee. I'll see you later.
Okay.
Say, give me the password again, will you?
Who?
Who?
He's no Boy Scout. That guy couldn't build a fire in a hayloft by rubbing 2 sticks of dynamite together. Oh, well. I gotta get the rest of this. Looks like about all of it. It's packed in there. Hey, Molly! Molly!
What is it,
Hey,
McGee?
I got it all back in the closet. All straightened out.
Splendid, McGee, splendid.
After this, when you want something out of there, just let me know. I'll get it for you.
All right.
Yep.
But now that you got the dictionary out of there, why don't you leave it out? We may need it again.
Oh.
Well, what's the matter?
I forgot to leave it out. I packed the dictionary back in there.
Oh, heavenly days.
Now, here, you stay away from there. I know exactly where I put it. I can get it out without any problem.
Oh.
Molly!
Yes?
I found the dictionary. How do you spell annihilated?
Now look, McGee, that junk of yours is positively not going back into that closet.
Oh, yes, it is.
Oh, no, it isn't.
Oh, yes, it is. Oh, wait, wrong routine.
Well, all right then. But if it does go back in there, I'll arrange it myself. Now you keep your hands off it this time.
You're going to do it all by yourself.
I am.
Mm-hmm. Fine. As the fat lady says when she took up a corset, that lets me out.
Tain't funny, McGee. Now, good night.
Good night.
This is Ross Spencer speaking for the makers of Johnson Wax and Johnson's self-polishing glow coat, inviting you to be with us again next Tuesday night. good night. This is the National Broadcasting Company.
Let's have a round of applause for the Zero Clearance Theater Company. I would love to introduce the cast of this wonderful production. We have Demitrius Arnold, Ross Spencer, Holly Olson, and Jessica Howatt. I would also like to give a very warm thank you to our other guests tonight, Broken Horn and Doug Bates. And of course, thank you all for tuning in tonight. I know we've had some technical difficulties throughout the evening, but we'll work out those kinks. So we hope you join us again next time for the Spotlight Project Presents. Good night.
We want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in to another broadcast of the Spotlight Project Presents. Join us on Sunday, June 27th at 7 p.m. when we welcome musical guest Ben Olson and disc golf aficionado Jason Niemer. I'm David Jenkins, bidding you good night from Oak Ridge, Oregon. This has been a Spotlight Project production, giving local talent a place to shine.